Hi and welcome to the So Many Things YouTube channel. I'm Tim, your host. Here you get to sew with the boys, quilt with the boys, embroider with the boys, and of course, mostly have some fun, and you might learn something along the way. Stay tuned! Hi and welcome back. Let's take a look at sewing patterns in our machine. We have two modes, sewing stitch mode and combination mode. The sewing stitch mode allows you to sew the patterns continuously. The combination mode allows you to select individual patterns and combine them and sew them. They may be sewn one at a time or in a repeat mode. I'll talk about that more in a minute. As you can see, we've just put three together and sewed one time. Let's do an example of how to program things together using the word JUKI and the little heart program. We're going to start by pressing our combination icon, selecting a font from the right hand side, and then typing in J, scrolling the screen to get to the U, and then selecting the K and the I after scrolling back. So now I'm going to touch on the four-leaf program to get my heart. I'm going to go find the heart clusters and find the heart pattern I want. It happens to be 209 on this machine, and I'm going to select it. I can display more options at a time if I expand my view. It also allows me to take a better look at my programming at the top. Now this is going to sew just JUKI and the heart by itself. No repeats, because I haven't told it to repeat. But I can have it repeat my entire combination. By turning this feature on and off on the lower left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see two arrows chasing each other. If there's a 1 in there, it means it's going to sew one pattern. If I touch that icon and I make that 1 disappear, it now becomes continuous sewing and will sew my combination over and over and over until I stop sewing, or I use the lock stitch button to tell the machine I want to stop, at which point it will then stop by locking the stitch for me. So now I would like to just select a regular pattern. So if I've turned the machine on, it's already set it in selecting a stitch pattern. I can scroll through the groups on the right side by going into each group independently, or scrolling the group itself by using the buttons at the bottom. I can scroll left or right. I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go forward or back. So I find the stitch pattern I want and simply select it. If I'd like a larger view, I can expand that view by using the expansion tab at the lower portion of the screen there. Now I see all the patterns in that screen and I only have 2 pages to look at. I would like to select a decorative stitch, so I can go to the decorative group. Now I can grab the cluster within that group that's going to give me the pattern I'd like, and I can select it and it will appear on the screen for me. Quilt patterns are available. They're under the icon indicated with the blanket stitch. Now these aren't piecing, these are quilt patterns. We're doing like crazy quilting. We're adding decorative stitching to your quilts. We also have a buttonhole option. So I can go into the buttonholes and select the buttonhole patterns I like. 3 screens of buttonhole patterns. There's bound to be a buttonhole pattern for you in there someplace. Then there's fonts. The font styles react the same as any other pattern, allowing you to select them. There is upper and lowercase fonts available. You simply have to scroll through the different screens to find each cluster. We have memory in our machine as well. You touch the folder and it will offer you 3 options: saving into a memory, retrieving from a memory, or deleting a memory. If I would like to save the combination into the memory, I touch the top option, which is the arrow pointing into the folder. If I'd like to retrieve something from a memory, I simply touch the second icon, where the arrow is coming out of the folder. If I'd like to delete something from memory, I select the delete key or trash can. Each one of these will then open up the memory options, showing me the 10 folders that I have available to store items in, or that I've stored items in. I simply select the folder that I would like to put in or retrieve or delete and select the OK or the little green check mark. This will take care of the action for me. You don't have to worry about erasing something accidentally with the delete function, because it's going to ask you first if that's okay by making you select that green check mark. I can also select patterns easily by doing it numbers. Below my memory key is a little NO button. That's not a no button, that's an indication for number. It allows me to select patterns by number. Simply dial in the number of the pattern I want. Remember, the patterns are all listed on the lid, so you can look across the lid to find the number. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.